Welcome back to A Good Pour. This is Kathryn Good with Good Circle Marketing. I'm your host of A Good Pour. Today, we have Allison, co-founder of Stay Positive News. And it's a very special day because we're joined by Rylan Powers as well. First time for a co-host for me. But Rylan is a senior at Station Camp High School and is one of our interns for Good Circle Marketing. And she picked Stay Positive News for her good project. Our interns pick a good project to do each fall. And Stay Positive News was Rylan's choice. She also gets to use it for her Decker project. So excited to have Rylan here. Welcome, Rachel.
Thank you.
It's been fun to get to know you so far and looking forward to spending some time with you this semester while Rylan works on your good project. Tell us about your business.
Absolutely. So first, thank you for having me on your podcast. Rylan, thank you for choosing me as your good project this year. It's been fun to work with you so far. So Stay Positive News launched earlier this year because we saw a need for local positive news. After some research, we found out that there's 17 bad news articles for every good news article online, and that's terrible. I don't know about you, but I don't watch the news. It makes me sad. It makes me depressed. It makes me have anxiety. So the more people we talk to, the more we realize like there really is a need for this in our community. And so we launched. We have writers and reporters. We put out a new article every day, and it's about Sumner County or Robertson County here in Tennessee, and everything's very local, very upbeat, positive, fun, encouraging.
Awesome. Thank you for that good work already. It's whenever I see a new story on Facebook or social media, I like to click in. It is just a little dose of good news. So thank you for the good work you're already doing.
Well, thank you. It makes me happy.
How do you feel like that good work can amplify? Really, just sharing one story, how do you feel like it can amplify throughout our community?
So the wonderful thing about it being a very community-based type articles and news website is you recognize the people whose stories we're telling. You might say, oh, that was my teacher, or oh, that's my neighbor, or I go to church with this person. And when you know the person who the article is about, what do? You share it. Share it on Facebook, and then it's spreading. So more and more people are seeing it. And honestly, even if you don't even read the articles, which I'm sure most people don't actually read the full article, who has time for that every day, right? But just seeing those headlines coming through your newsfeed, it actually can just improve your mood, improve your day, to know that there are positive things going on out there. Because again, we're only seeing the negative. We're seeing those clickbait headlines. So yeah.
So I think we share negative news quicker, when whether that's gossip or we're just talking to our friends. It seems like negative news comes to light quicker than positive news, unfortunately. So how do you encourage people to share those stories with you?
That's a great question, and you're absolutely right. So all of our leads come to us from people. I've been lucky to establish some relationships with people who are in, positions, businesses who they happen to come across positive stories like, the Gallatin Chamber of Commerce or the White House Chamber of Commerce, some police officers, some principals at some local schools. And so every once in a while I check in with them and they feed me some stories, but then we have a spot on our website where you can submit a positive story, and you can do it anonymously if you're too shy about it, but just word of mouth too. So that's how our leads come in, and then we share it the same way. We push those articles out to those same people. Hey, look, thank you for the lead. Here's the story we ended up writing about it. And I think people are just proud to know that there are good people within their community.
Absolutely.
Can you share an example of how your business's good work has positively impacted your community or the people you serve?
Yeah, I can give you a few. So first being, I've got immediate feedback from people that once they started following Stay Positive News on Facebook or Instagram, the rest of their news feeds started becoming more positive because the algorithm, that dang algorithm, if you follow negative stuff, you're going to see negative stuff. If you follow positive stuff, it's going to do the same. You're going to start seeing more positive things. It's going to suggest more just upbeat things for your newsfeed.
I
So
love that. Yeah.
that was just like an effect that we didn't even realize that's been happening for people. Another great thing is like the community rallying together. You know, there's been some times where like somebody's been sick with something and there's a GoFundMe page and there's a restaurant who's putting on a fundraiser. We've been contacted as like, hey, can you help us get the word out about this event that's going to really benefit this family in need or this person? And we've been able to help out on a lot of situations like that so far. And then the last one I'm hoping is going to be a great future impact is we're doing a charity fundraising event coming up in November, and we hope to fundraise about $30,000 that's going to buy Christmas presents for 150 children in foster care homes this year. So we hope to make that impact this Christmas. It's a big undertaking, but we're well on our way towards that goal so far.
That's amazing. So brand new event then for you, for a brand new organization.
Yes.
It's called Legacy, is that right?
The Legacy Gala.
The Legacy Gala.
It's on November 2nd. We're looking for table sponsors, and we'll have individual tickets for sale too, but all the proceeds from the event are going to go towards this goal of buying Christmas presents for those foster children.
That's amazing. So we've talked a little bit about, just as Ryland's been working on your project, the idea of telling good news is amazing. We all need it. But as a business, you still have to make money. You still need to pay yourself and to pay your writers and such. So how do you balance, one, if you could just tell everyone how people can partner with you to help you do your good work, but also how do you balance this wanting to just tell good work over and over again, but also make money as a business?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I would love to be able to just do articles every day, but you're right. I have writers to pay. I've got other expenses as well, just business expenses. So we have paid partners who write us a check each month, and in return, we do advertising for them on our website, on our social media. And we also offer a couple other perks too, as far as like non-traditional marketing. We do some video footage that we can do for them each month. We also offer like an editorial each month that kind of would highlight your business and the positive things that it's doing. So we're always looking for people or businesses who want to partner with us in that way. A lot of times the conversation starts because they also believe in our mission of spreading positivity and fostering community and inspiring change. And so that would be a really great fit to find other businesses who just are interested in helping out with that. So wait, what was the second half of your question?
Just the balance between.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wear many hats. I don't have any employees. I just have my writers that I pay per article. And then one of my writers I just recently promoted to editor. So he is editing per article for me too. And that's been a huge help to be able to get some of that workload off. But at the end of the day, if we want to keep existing, as you know, as a business owner, you have to do things that bring in money. So I usually carve out at least one day a week that I don't leave my house, and I'm focusing on those business type things, bookkeeping, sales, lead generation. And I try to stick with that because otherwise I'll be out and about doing podcasts like this, meeting people, going to events, networking, and the day can get away from you when you start doing that stuff. So I have to be very intentional about my time.
Awesome. Ryland, will you just talk a little bit about why you picked this as your project, one, and two, just any kind of early, you haven't been working together that long, but just any kind of early impressions on the impact you feel like her good work could make on our community?
Yeah, so I picked Stay Positive News because I agree with what she said. As I grow up, I'm 17 years old, so I've experienced all the bad news, and it just gets worse, especially around this age. And then what really sold me was her answer for having a marketing plan was she wanted to hit everyone with having this positive news every morning. And that 17-to-1 ratio, I think, is really important. And I think we need more positivity in our world, especially being a teenager. I think we could use a lot of it, especially at my age. If I see the headlines, because I see her newsletter every day, it makes me feel better about the day, and it starts my day off right. And then what was the second question?
Just early indications of how you feel like Stay Positive News can impact our community and the good work, how that can spread.
So for our Deca project, we recently did a booth at Indian Lake, and we had a guy that come up to us who had already heard of us and was talking about their Miss Mabel story. And he thought it was the funniest thing and how he related to it.
So what's the Miss Mabel story?
So Miss Mabel is this fictional character they made up, and I can't remember who it originated from.
Because you're way too young. That's why you don't remember. Dear Abby in the newspaper. Yeah. So she kind of originated from that idea of let's have people write in and get advice from our version, which is Miss Mabel. And she's an old Southern grandmother who will tell it to you straight, but also love on you at the same time. And she's real country, and she raised her babies and just has great advice about everything.
Awesome. So this person knew about Miss Mabel, or you told them?
He knew about it. He read one of the articles and came up, was telling me all about it and thought it was the funniest thing. And he was telling his wife all about it and how he related to it because some story reminded him of his wife. I can't remember exactly.
I bet I know which one it was. I guarantee.
But we had a lot of really good first impressions at this booth. People were just coming up, and then they thought it was so cool. And they'd spin a prize wheel. We had a prize wheel. That's what drug a lot of kids over, just tugging on their mom's sleeve, trying to get a prize. But then their mom would ask,
love it.
They loved it. But then they would ask, what is Stay Positive News? And then you could just see their faces like, we need more of that in the world. So I can see just by telling them what their mission is, I know they looked us up when they got home.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That was definitely a successful event. And I don't know about you, but I haven't come across one person that said, oh, we don't need that. Right.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Negativity. I'm all for it.
I love negativity. No, everyone's like, yes, I connect with that. I understand. I think that's great. So that's encouraging.
Well, thank you for the good work you're doing. How can people get involved? Share stories, go to your website to share stories. Become a partner. You mentioned those two. Any other ways that we can help you? And go follow your page on social media. How else can we help you get involved?
Thank you. Yeah. So our website, it's staypositive.news. Again, new article gets posted every day. We have a pretty decent following on Facebook, and we blast out our articles there every day, as well as inspirational quotes and positivity challenge, which Rylan was the one who suggested we start doing that. It's going great so far, so thank you for that.
So what is that? Do you come out every week with a positivity challenge?
Yes.
Okay.
So this week's challenge, I'm going to challenge you.
Okay.
Write a thank you note to somebody.
Okay.
And it could be handwritten, it could be an email, a text, but just say thank you for something you're thankful for.
Love it.
So it's something simple each week that we challenge people to do. The other thing that I'm really going to ask for is go nominate somebody for our Legacy Awards. The gala that I mentioned earlier, that's a fundraising event for charity. We're also giving out awards to community leaders.
Okay.
We have 5 different categories. One of them's a young kid award. One's for a teacher, a hometown hero, somebody who works in the nonprofit industry, and then just an overall legacy award. The descriptions are on our website, on our social media, and nominations are open until October 13th.
Okay.
So we would love to get all your nominations because we know there's so many people out there deserving of these awards. And then come October 13th, we're going to narrow them down, and then we'll revote for the top few in each category, and then they'll be awarded the night of the gala.
Yeah. We will definitely share this. We need all the nominees that we can get for these. Yeah, this is amazing work. Great.
Thank you so much.
Rylan, do you have any other questions or thoughts? What did you think of your first podcast experience?
It's interesting. It's kind of how I thought it'd be. Little chaotic.
Yeah.
Organized chaos, I guess.
That's right. That's
just on my part is the chaos part. So.
Well, it's a first experience. We always can be nervous with a first experience. Yeah. You Stay Positive News has a podcast, right?
We do. It's called the Stay Positive Podcast.
We'll everyone can tune into that one as well.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Rylan, for being an intern. Really just love this experience. Looking forward to working with you this semester.
Me too.
And hopefully carrying this on to Deca Nationals.
Hopefully. That's the plan.
Woohoo! Let's do it.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.